something that we are personally struggling with, okay? But a lot of times, what happens is it's so much easier to point out what other people are doing wrong because, in your mind, the demons and the personal struggle that they're going through is easy. So you're asking yourself, how could they be defeated by whatever it is that they're going through? And you think that by calling attention to it and attempting to make it transparent and going into their privacy and pulling it out, you are helping them get through their trauma. But the reality is, you're doing the opposite of that. You don't want to deal with whatever it is that you have to deal with. And so you are taking the opportunity to go after somebody else instead of going after your own demon. Because your demons and whatever it is that you're afraid of, you wouldn't dare talk about that. Because your privacy is where you are soothing and healing and trying to make yourself stronger. So, why do you feel going into somebody else's privacy and putting transparency on whatever demons that they're going through is going to help them get through it? No, that's what you're supposed to be doing for yourself, not for somebody else. Because if you knew and valued what love is, you would understand that that is you giving them positive reinforcement, encouraging them every step of the way, instead of looking for a reason to tear them down in an attempt to believe that you're making them stronger. It's easy. It's easy for me to sit here and say these things and for people to feel like you don't have anything to struggle with. You don't have your own demons that you're dealing with. You get on here and you're putting on a wig and you're putting on makeup and you're putting on contacts to be somebody that you're not. That's you, not me. And I know that it's hard for you to accept that because you want to make it about me. It's easy to believe that I'm the reason. It's easy to point the finger. It's hard to look at the mirror and tell yourself what you've done to yourself. It's hard to look in the mirror and take accountability for all those negative things that you know you're capable of because you've done them. But nobody needs to know that. So I have my struggles, but my personal struggles are with myself. They're not with anybody outside of that. And when I stop paying attention to the demons that I'm dealing with, which is the doubt, which is the it's not happening fast enough, the anxiety, I realize that the world is far more simpler than that. And that every day I wake up is an opportunity for me to be whatever version of myself that I feel that I need to be for that day. And it might not be the same person every day. But as the days go by, I have a stronger sense of self. I have a stronger sense of discipline. And that's going to create the success that I need to continue to prevail. And if I can look inside of myself and realize that the only negative perspective and the only harsh critic that I'll ever have to face is myself, well, then anything that everybody else throws at me is just a chance for me to grow. But it takes a lot to get there. And in getting there, you're going to fall down. You're going to trust in people who don't believe in you. You're going to fall in love with people who don't love you. You're going to give your money and value and worth to things that don't value it. And you're supposed to. Because that is what makes you stronger. It's them not giving you what you want. Because that necessity to be to succeed, to just feel, is going to create whatever it is that you need to survive. So I say that to say that I've been on my journey forever, and plan to stay on it. But I know that my journey does not end until I don't wake up. And so for that reason, there's no reason for me to go back to the pain of what it's like to not be able to be myself, to go back to feeling that I have no control, that nothing is happening for me. Because each day that I take the opportunity to believe in myself, somebody, a lot of times it's a little voice that shows up and says, I have a wig, I have makeup, I can't do it by myself. And I look at them and I'm thinking, you know how hard this is. But because they see me, it gives them an opportunity to be themselves, to not be hushed because people are afraid to be themselves because they've been taught that that is you're going so far against the system that the system can't help you. But the system can't help you if you aren't willing to believe that the system is there to make you a stronger person. So you definitely manifest whatever it is that you feel. And a lot of times, being the hard critic is going to have you feeling like life is a horror story. But if you can accept that nothing's wrong with you, yes, you are different, and the people around you may not understand. But when you just be yourself, the people who do understand will walk up to you like you've always been there. And that's comforting because that's what you're here for, to be acknowledged, to be appreciated, to feel love. So thank you for watching. And thank you for being there. I need it.